Something needs to be said. For a long time now, I have watched, as many of you have, certain drivers completely ignoring our rules and procedures at our lot, out on the road, also at the schools we drive for. It's not necessarily the new drivers, but some of the high, medium, and low seniority drivers that are guilty. The list of procedures and rules being violated are too lengthy to list here, but like the safety messages that sometimes is read over the radio, these rules and procedures should be also read over the radio as a reminder to all of us. The proper use of our radio, the rudeness and attitude shown toward fellow drivers, and especially toward anyone in dispatch, is unprofessional, disrespectful to say the least. Some drivers do not realize the duties that person in dispatch has to do. They don't just talk on the radio. They have to answer outside calls from irate parents or businesses trying to contact people within our location, plus tons of paperwork that has to be completed. So the next time Chrissy doesn't answer right away, that's probably what's happening. So be a little patient. Look, we don't have the cream of the crop in radio systems. It's at least 30 years old or more. Let's use it within its limitations. Many years ago, a lot of us can remember that it took 2 people to run dispatch. However, due to budget cuts, the extra person was eliminated. The workload wasn't, just the extra person. No one is perfect, and neither is Chrissy. She does make mistakes, as anyone would under these conditions. But considering all her job duties, she does a pretty good job. She or anyone else doesn't deserve the smart mouth wisecracks that we all have heard coming over the radio. Try being a little more civil to the dispatcher, and they will return it in kind. Also, lose the belligerent attitude toward everyone. If dispatch asks you to go back and pick up a student, just do it. This is a business. We're paid to do a job. If you have a problem with it, don't take it out over the radio. Wait until you get back to the lot, grab a union rep, and then discuss it with management. And everyone needs to stay off the radio unless it is company business. If you have a problem with another driver, save it until you get back to the lot and get with a supervisor or a union rep and talk it over.
This just in. Improper radio usage at an all-time high at Francis Howell. Tracy, why don't you explain to us some things that people say and some things that might be done to alleviate this problem?
Thank you, Heath.
You're welcome.
I think radio usage at our lot has always been a problem. It's an unnecessary problem. It's something you can control all yourself. If you don't need to be on the radio for business use, do not get on the radio. It's your only communication in case of an emergency. And if somebody's playing or talking about unnecessary things, you can't get through. So let's just keep it to a minimum, keep it fun, keep it light, say what you need to say, and get off the radio. Steve, is there anything you'd like to add?
I think you put in perspective right there. It's a major problem in our facility, and it needs to be addressed, and we need to make sure we are professionals, and we need to act like that when we're out there driving our buses. No, I think you did a great job, Trace. Thanks you very
Steve.
much.
Don't know early dismissal times? Ask dispatch before you leave.
Need a time check? Get a watch. You don't have a watch? Check your cell phone.
Think about what you're going to say before you transmit.
Okay, beautiful sunrise out there. That's nice. Enjoy it in silence, but not over the radio.
Base, I'd like to know how do I get the information so I can have my check automatically deposited? Hey, that can wait till you get back to base.
Hey, we should write down our own license plate numbers down. Dispatch has a job, and we also do too. Man, that makes me mad.
Safety at the lot. Safety at the lot has become a complete joke. From going the wrong way, speeding, to pulling through the center island to reach a driver's parking space. Driving through the center island is the most dangerous.
I'd like to say a few words pertaining to pulling through on the lot. I've experienced a lot of my drivers coming up to me and explaining to me the problems that they're having with folks pulling through on the lot, not giving them examples of they have to get to the bathroom, they have to get in there because their child has to go to the bathroom. I know that's important stuff, but look guys, This is a very, very major safety concern, and I would appreciate everybody following this policy. It's the same way with the child walking next to you with your hand held with their hand. That is also a policy that needs to be addressed here. I see it often. I don't have the time every day to go out there and explain how serious this is, but I would want everybody to follow these policies, because I do not want to see anybody get killed on this lot. Now, Heath, if you want to send it on.
Thanks, Steve. At this time, we're going to send it out to our field correspondent, Jack Turner, who will explain why pulling through the middle island can be dangerous.
Hello, my name is Jack Turner. I'm the service manager here at the Francis Howell location, and we have a concern addressing the buses pulling through the center island and or any other vehicle. Anything should not be going through the center island. This is for the safety of the children mainly, and also for other drivers. As you know, all drivers should know that they are responsible for their own children on the lot.
Stay in your seat.
We all know how unpredictable children can be from time to time. They can be very adventurous and they like to play. They're not aware of their surroundings, and they love to explore, so we need to keep a close eye on them. This can lead to a deadly situation. It can also be dangerous for adults as well. The safety problem is this: regardless whether the lot is full or empty, at this location we have a safety procedure that the drivers are never to pull through the center island to their slots. The correct procedure for driving onto the lot is to stay out of the center island and go in a counterclockwise direction around the center island, line up with your slot, and then back in. And the reason for this is simple: safety. It may be inconvenient, but all drivers are to follow this rule. No exceptions. You never know when the unexpected will happen.
Now, with all that being said, I wonder how many drivers will follow what was said and shown here. I'm not going to hold my breath. Something catastrophic will have to happen before some will take notice.